Hey everybody, today's restaurant is Bo's Kitchen with a little side dish from Asian Flavors. If that sounds familiar to you, they both are, or used to be, at the Ohana Hale Marketplace. I believe Bo's Kitchen is still there. Asian Flavors totally moved out of there. So this is Bo's Kitchen, second location at Pearlridge. So they're both at Pearlridge right now with Hi Cafe. I didn't get anything from there because it's an okazuya and it's pretty late and it's already sold out. So I wanted to try, if you don't know about Bo's Kitchen, it's a little bit of Cantonese cuisine, maybe a little bit of Taiwanese influence, but I wanted their beef brisket noodles, which comes with a thinner noodle. Of course, it comes with big chunks of brisket, 3 wontons, and I don't know if it's choy sum or bok choy, but it's got a little green in there. They have the soup separated from the noodles if you do takeout, which is great, so they don't get soggy. And it's piping hot, and it's really, really hot, so be careful when you pour it in. And also, it's a very, very clean looking broth, which is great. So I've been doing more of these in my car, thanks to Brother Tatz's little table. It's a little bit easier to do it in here. I don't really like to eat in my car, like I said before. It's uncomfortable, but with a table, it's very nice. But it only has a tray limit of 3 pounds, so this is really hefty. Looks small, but it's pretty heavy. So let's try out this wonton here. Really flavorful. Has a lot of shrimp flavor in there. Have a little chew of shrimp in there. Really delicious flavor. And the soup is super hot, so it did heat it through. It's not cold in the middle. Try out some of this greens. Nice crunch to them. They're not over blanched where they're soggy. Nice, just the way I like veggies. The flavor of the soup's already coming through with the veg and the wonton, and it tastes terrific. These are the noodles. They're a little bit thinner than what I'm used to. Let's try it out. It's good. Goes well with the soup. The soup coats the noodles well. It's yummy. And it's a little bit drizzling here by the Pearlridge Aiea area, so perfect to have soup today. These are the pieces of the brisket that's in your noodles. So we'll try that. Nice and flavorful. Very tender, just falls apart in your mouth. It's been stewed for a long time, you can tell. And the taste is really good in the beef. Really, really savory and rich. Okay, let's taste the broth. I don't know if they added something on the bottom, but the broth was clear, as you could see before I added it, but now it's super dark. I don't know if it mixed with the brisket or what, but it's very deep, rich, very clean tasting, delicious. The noodles, like I said, are thinner, and I think they're the same ones that they use in the cake noodle, except they're not crispy, so super yummy. And that's saying a lot, because I don't really like Chinese food. I know I'm really weird, but I'm part Chinese and I don't care for it. But this is super delicious. I really, really highly recommend trying this. And if you have a problem with a little bit of grizzle, I don't if it's cooked right. The brisket has parts of the tendon, it seems, on it, but it's stewed so well, it just breaks apart in your mouth. You're not chewing with it, and it's not going to get stuck in your teeth or anything like that. And if you've never had this and you're craving wonton min or something from Zippy's, forget about that. Just get this. This has super good flavor. It reminds me of that kind of flavor you're looking for when you want a wonton min, but way better. It's so good. So for the brisket wonton noodles, it was $12.95. It looks kind of small, but I think it was filling to me. I thought it was pretty packed in there with noodles, a lot of meat, and I said in the beginning 3 wontons, but I think there was one more at the bottom, so there's 4 wontons that I found on the bottom. So 4 pretty good wontons with shrimp in it. It was really delicious. Wow, that was amazing. I pretty much mopped that one. Hopefully I have room for the rest, but this is their Hainanese chicken. And pretty much, if you don't know, it's pretty much pre-boiled chicken, kind of like cold ginger chicken. It's got different sauces though. And with the chicken broth that they boil the chicken in, they boil the rice in it too and cook the rice. So the rice is yellow. It's got good chicken fat flavor in it. It's got some sides of cilantro, Chinese parsley, and cucumber. So I'm going to open up the sauces and pour it on the chicken, and we'll dig in and figure it out. So it seems like there's 3 dipping sauces. It looks like a sweet chili sauce, a ginger sauce, which looks really good to me, and like a soy-based sauce. So we'll dig in. This is the chicken pieces. It's pretty much cold chicken, just like cold ginger chicken, but you get to pick your sauce. I'm going to go with, we'll try the first sauce, the soy base, and try it out. Pretty subtle. It's just soy. It has a little bit of spice to it, but very, very subtle. But it's good. And the chicken is cold. So if you're not into that, or you're not familiar with cold ginger chicken, it is not a hot dish. We'll dip it into the ginger sauce. That looks really good. Take a bite. Sorry, I gotta get close to the plate because it's a little bit too messy with the sauce. And try to bring it up a little bit more. But that ginger sauce is really good. It's almost just like cold ginger chicken. The rice is good. It's a little bit mushier than regular rice, but it does have definitely that chicken flavor to it that it's been cooked in. And then we'll try the what appears to be sweet chili sauce. Dip that in there. I'm not really a fan of it on chicken, but see what it's about. It's not bad. It definitely has a kick, but it tastes like that sweet Thai chili sauce that's in the bottle, the My Ploy. That's what it pretty much tastes like. With your meal, you get cucumbers and cilantro. I like it. It reminds me of kind of like Vietnamese and Thai dishes. Dipping it in the sauce. Tastes great. And it's almost like a cleansing, like a palate cleanser between bites of the chicken. It's really good. I don't know why, but I do like cold ginger chicken, but I don't like ginger. Like, I like ginger cooked in things. Like, I know it's one of the ingredients in chicken long rice. I like it and stuff like that, but it's cooked in there and you pick it out. But like raw ginger in sushi and stuff, not a fan. But this is pretty much raw ginger, and I do like cold ginger chicken, so I think it's really good and refreshing. I know you don't like it, Ricky Guy. You have said that you don't like it, but I like it. The chicken has a really clean taste. It's been boiled to perfection. I don't think it's just a boiled chicken. You need skill to make it not fall apart, but yet be tender and flavorful, but just subtle in flavor. Doesn't have a funky chicken aroma. I don't know how to explain it, but there are some times when people cook chicken, it has that funky chicken gamey taste, and I don't like that smell, but this definitely doesn't have it. For the Hainanese chicken rice, that was $11.95, and it comes in a really nice reusable kind of like those portion Tupperwares, so that if you're taking out and you want to eat it somewhere else, it's nice to have. So it is a sturdy piece of plastic, and you don't have to worry about it spilling in your car or leaking with those biodegradable new plate lunch plates. So definitely a plus. Okay, finally, like I said, there's 3 restaurants in one space, sharing one space and one kitchen, which is a pretty big kitchen anyway. Speaking of, it's kind of an open kitchen. They do have curtains, but you can pretty much see them cooking their food, and it's very clean in there. So we're going to feature Asian flavors. They do Thai, Laos food. So I am a big fan of green papaya salad, and I want to try it. They had mains, but it didn't really catch my eye this time. Maybe I'll go back there and feature their main foods. But I am a sucker for green papaya salad, so let's try it out. I asked for medium spicy. Ooh. It's definitely Thai medium spicy because it is hot. So if you're not into spicy things, it's pretty spicy. But it's a good thing. And you see those big chilies in there, like this piece. And it's great that they're using fresh chilies. The green papaya is fresh and crunchy. I have been to fancy places like the one place in Waikiki, Noi Tai, where the papaya salad was terrible and it had a chewiness to it, which it shouldn't have. It should be freshly shredded and crunchy throughout. And some nice pieces of tomato and the usual half piece of cabbage in there to mix with your sauce. Lots of sauce on the bottom so you can have it with some rice. I like it. Very, very authentic. It's delicious. All right, so that definitely hit the spot, especially the brisket noodles. That was my favorite of all of them. I can't count the papaya salad because that's like a side, but that was definitely delicious too. And I love having it with my rice and a meal as a side. It's almost like a Thai kimchi. It's so delicious. So yeah, if you're looking for authentic Thai green papaya salad, they also have long bean salad and all the other Thai salads. And you're in the Pearlridge area, definitely check Asian Flavors out. For the Asian Flavors papaya salad, it was $10 straight. And that is kind of pricey for papaya salad, but it is what it is. Yeah, it tasted good, so I'm not complaining. They're very, very friendly. There was a chef going around for people dining in, and they were checking on people, asking how the food was. But if you're not familiar, they're in Uptown, Pearlridge. I think it's called something else now. Trying to get all fancy, but basically they're downstairs where the Macy's is, where the food court is, where you had the old Taco Bell. That's where they were. I'm sorry, that's where they are, is the old Taco Bell. They totally took over that space. So right when you enter on the bottom in the main entrance, you're going to see them to the left. Yeah, so friendly service. The food came out at a normal pace. They had to cook it to order, so it's going to take a little bit of time. So if you want to call it in, you can. The only one thing I would critique them for, and not in a bad way, it's just they just started there, so maybe they're losing customers. As I sat there for my food, I noticed 3 people approach the counter at different times, and they were waiting for a while, and they genuinely looked interested at ordering something, and nobody was to be found in the front. The guy that took my order went to the back to cook, so they might need somebody that's actually assigned to the front, period, and not going back and forth. And these people waited a long time, and nobody was there, and they all left. So that's 3 customers you lost, and that's potential money. So that is my critique, just observing while ordering my food that, yeah, and who knows how many more were lost throughout the day after I left. So you might want to take that into consideration. Also, somebody on Yelp mentioned the menus that are on the television screens on the top change really fast, and there's a lot of things on the menu. So you might get frustrated, and I found that true, it does change really fast. So you can't really see what you want to order if you really are undecided and it's your first time there. So if you are the type that need more time, just look on the counter. They have the menu as well on a printed big poster board, professionally done with all the pictures of the food. So that's another option if you can't decide and the television is changing too fast with the menu. All right, so that's my review and showcase of Bo's Kitchen and Asian Flavors at the new Pearlridge location. Definitely give them a try if you're craving brisket noodles and you're nowhere near Chinatown and you're in the area here. Definitely go try it out. I thought it was delicious. So yeah, hopefully this can bring people to them and have them try their new place. It seemed popular already. People were all sitting in the dining area eating, so that's a good thing for them. But if you like this video, press the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time on another food adventure. Peace out. Take care.